it's Anja here, and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks. Today I would like to tell you all about the 13 things I don't do, but very often I see others do them. I will also explain why I don't do them. So first of all, I don't use the Russian knot. I don't even know how to do it, and the main reason I don't use it is because I don't trust it. You cut off the ends, and when I change color, I knot the strands and I keep crocheting, leaving the ends to hang out. Then I weave in the ends using a darning needle. With a Russian knot, you don't have the ends, and should it come undone, you have nothing to work with at all to sort or reconstruct your project. In the same vein, I also don't leave in the factory knots. I cut them out and re-knot them and weave in the ends. I don't crochet over my ends unless it's a closed knit pattern and it's the same color, so you don't see it laying there. But I find this not as secure, so I still do prefer to weave in the ends. Number 3. I don't wind my yarn into cakes. Well, that is to say, before a project, unless for practical reasons. I use the yarn straight from the ball. I do, however, cake up leftovers, but only when entangled and they're a mess and I'm going to use them. And of course, I do make cakes with leftovers for that magic color change and for planned color schemes. Making cakes is just too much fun not to do it. Number 4. I don't use my yarn from the outside. When I start a project, I place my balls in a basket and I find the middles of the balls and I keep using those strands. This way I don't have to handle the balls, they stay really nice and neat, and the yarn keeps coming from the inside. Number 5. I don't use glue. I see some people using glue to secure the yarn ends. Oh my goodness, I prefer leaving long ends and weaving them in. Come on, Layla. You going to say something here? Come on, darling. There we go. There she is. Look at that. Okay, on to number 6. I don't use a slip stitch to attach a new color. I attach it by pulling it through the last pull through of the previous stitch, or I use a standing stitch. Number 7. Generally, I don't remember many of my own patterns. I have to go and look them up as well in my own archive. You know, there's this YouTube channel with quite a lot of videos and inspirations all on crochet. It's called Ophelia Talks, and it's by a lady called Anja, and oh my goodness, she can be so annoying sometimes, but I think she's okay. Oh my goodness. Number 8. I don't block my finished items unless they are a specific shape, for instance a snowflake or a triangle for bunting, but otherwise I just leave my crochet the way it is. Something else I don't like to do, number 9. I don't like to mix brands of yarn because I just don't like to do that. Maybe it's just me. I like to stick with just the one brand for one project. Number 10, I don't mix various thicknesses of yarn either. Now that is just asking for troubles. Your project will not know what it wants to be, lovely and thin or nice and thick. Also, I don't use, this is number 11, I don't use ergonomic hooks. I use metal hooks and I love using them. They slide through the yarn like a hot knife in butter. The brand I use is called Higher and I shall put a link below to where you can buy them. Even people who are used to using ergonomic hooks, they now swear by these. Certainly worth a try. Number 12. I don't use the prescribed hook size for the yarn. See, the hook I use for a particular yarn depends on my own personal tension and the effect I want to achieve in that project. So generally I will use a 3.5 instead of a 4, which is prescribed for Starcraft Special DK, when I want to achieve, shall we call it, the standard crochet fabric. But when I want a loose and lacy effect, I could easily be using a 6 or a 7 crochet hook for that same yarn. On the other hand, when I want my project to be small and dense, I go to a 3 or even a 2.5 hook. So it all depends on your own and the effect you want. Number 13. I don't count my stitches. Well, not unless I have to, she hastens to add. I only count them when really needed, or I even count them only in one of those sort of, cheat rows, where you only counting the repeats. That's what I'm all about, Of course you do have to count when you get started, and of course you do have to count once in a while during your project to make sure that everything is correct. But with some stitches, some patterns, there really is no need to count. And certainly you have heard me say this in the videos. So I hope you have enjoyed finding out about the things that I don't do. Is there anything that you don't do in particular that I have not mentioned? Or if you would like to share a few tips with me to bring me back to the path of not living so dangerously, about the not counting the stitches, then please do so in the comments. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Layla, say bye-bye. Come on.